the type of girls that he wanted. He was inquiring that he needed white girls with, big butts and, big breasts, and girls that can squirt to the ceiling.
Well, hello there, guys. We got Kentucky and Louisville this Friday. New Year's weekend, people. What better way to start out the new year, well, I guess early New Year's, than beating Louisville at basketball. Now, Louisville, they've got a nice record. They're 10-2. They've won 6 in a row. They've turned it around. Slick Rick is gone now. And this basketball program, even though it's off to a good start, at 10-2, pretty good, they're still pretty much in limbo. They don't have much going for them. They pretty much have no chance of playing in the tournament this year. They're probably going to get some kind of death penalty. They're going to get banned or something. And, aside from the game that Kentucky I fully expect to win this Friday, just because we are playing at home and it's a rivalry game, I expect Kentucky to come out and put a lot better effort than we did in the UCLA game because we're at home and everything. I expect Kentucky to win this game pretty nicely. I'll give Kentucky a 85-74 victory. It probably will be close most of the way just because it is a big rivalry game. And, win or lose this game, really, the thing about this is just how Louisville has fallen. It goes back years ago when Kentucky first hired Rick Pitino. I'll tell you a little story about it. You probably heard it in my past videos, but it needs to be said once again. I will never forget when Kentucky hired Rick Pitino. When Louisville hired Rick Pitino. And it goes back to, with when he cheated on his wife in the restaurant, got the woman pregnant, had the abortion and all that. And Louisville always defended Rick Pitino no matter what. Then the stripper thing came out, and now the shoe thing come out, the paying players and all this. And what was so funny about it, looking back at it, is everybody would say, and of course they're going to wind up losing their national championship, Louisville. They're going to have to forfeit games. They will lose a lot of games. They will lose that national championship, and all this will happen. It's just a matter of due process. It's just a matter of time. But what was funny is when we hired Coach Cal, of course, and the Louisville fans were like, all these things are going to happen to you. You're going to get caught paying players. You're going to lose if you win a national championship, which we won that one in 2012, they was like, it doesn't matter. That's going to be stripped. You're not going to get to keep that title and all that stuff. All these things the Louisville media and players have said about Kentucky has actually happened to them. To them. Think about that. Now, Kentucky, we're not playing good this year. I'll admit we're ranked 16. We're not where we thought we would be. I guess I thought was better than what we was, but still. At least our program's pretty much, it's still up there. We'll get it turned around like we always do. I'm very confident about that. But still, look how great Coach Cal has been for Kentucky. Look at all he's done for Kentucky. And look what Rick Pitino's done to Louisville. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? And of course, Coach Cal owns Rick Pitino over the years. His record speaks for itself against Rick Pitino. All the heartbreak, that national championship that Louisville actually won, it will be gone. It's just a matter of due process. Like I said, it might take a year, it might take 6 months, but eventually the banner will come down. It's amazing. It is amazing. All these things that happen to Louisville. And on top of all that, now you've got to play. You've got an open wound right now, people. Let's just say Louisville has a big open wound right here, like all the way up their arm. It's sitting here and it's open. You're in pain. You're hurt. And you're like, God, it hurts. We're in such bad shape. The program sucks. Now you're coming to Lexington to play the greatest college basketball program of all time this Friday. And we have the salt. right now, and we're getting ready to pour it into that wound. And we're getting ready to laugh as the greatest college basketball program of all time takes care of Louisville this Friday. It's great. Greatest college basketball program of all time, Kentucky. Looking forward to playing Louisville this week. This Friday night, this Friday evening, I guess it's 1 o'clock, so looking forward to it. It's going to be Kentucky taking care of business, as always, against Louisville. And, you know, even if Kentucky loses this game, really, it's not, all it is pretty much saying, well, we beat Kentucky this year. That's pretty much all Louisville's going to be able to say. They're not going to be able to say we went to the tournament. We got an Elite Eight. We got a Final Four. They're not going to be able to say nothing like that. We got an ACC championship. All they can say is we beat Kentucky. That's it. If you did beat Kentucky. If you actually somehow beat Kentucky. So, I mean, it's looking bad for the Louisville program, but I do expect them to bounce back in about 5 to 10 years. I would not be a bit surprised if we see Louisville in the next 5 years, if we see them back as a Sweet 16 contender every year. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. As always, go Big Blue, the greatest college basketball program of all time.